to me, is the best looking Mercedes E-Class to hit our roads after that iconic version. One of the best business class sedans on the planet. It just looks so proportionate, it looks so elegant, and there is something muscular about it, as well as the fact that it looks so premium. Hi, I'm Vikram Gore and you're watching Motorscribes. Now, I just happen to be piloting one of the best business class sedans on the planet. This is the all-new Mercedes E-Class, and I've got the E200 variant with me at my disposal. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at what makes it such an amazing product. Now, when it comes to design, one of the first things that really attracts me about the all-new Mercedes is that after the iconic rectangular headlight-shaped version, this one is the one that carries another iconic look. To me, it's the best-looking Mercedes E-Class to hit our roads after that iconic version. Yes, we've had a lot of iterations in the middle, but this one, there's just something special about it. In the long wheelbase format, it just looks so proportionate, it looks so elegant, and there is something muscular about it, as well as the fact that it looks so premium too. You take a look at those headlights, you take a look at that grille, the nice large logo up front, the fact that it has these sleek lines, it looks dynamic, it's got that persona that says that you have arrived in life. Yes, you've got the bank balance, and it will turn heads wherever you go. Even the treatment to the headlights, the nice DRLs, you move across to the back, you've got that star motif in the rear lights. Again, everything just telling you where this vehicle is from and what it stands for. So when it comes to design and when it comes to elegance, these are just some of the standout features. Of course, there's a lot more going for it, and I will get down to those details too. But bottom line, you've got a vehicle that just strikes an emotion with the way it looks. Being a business class sedan, now that's just something else, right? I mean, you've got to get everything right, and this is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class that I am talking about. So being seated in here, I can tell you I'm cocooned in comfort. The materials look great, the form factor is great. I think the super screen is not the hyper screen. The hyper screen is one large screen, but the new E-Class gets the super screen, so it's 3 individual screens over here that you can get access to for a variety of information. But that sort of dominates that cutting edge futuristic look. It gives it a minimalistic look as well. And being seated over here, you're cocooned in comfort, as I said. The seats feel brilliant. The comfort level is just outstanding. And you know that Mercedes just has to get everything right with this vehicle. So no matter what I say, I can just go on and on and on about the fact that they've gotten every little bit right when it comes to the E-Class. Whether it's space, whether it's the materials that they use, whether it's the Nappa leather on the steering wheel, the steering controls, how they feel, how they function, just everything about the car is just so outstanding and feels just right. As far as features go, here's a quick rundown of what you get as the features on board the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Coming to the key feature list that you do get with the Mercedes-Benz E-Class 200 is the fact that you get the MBUX Super Screen. Now, I have mentioned this, and it is a cutting-edge interface that combines a central touchscreen with a dedicated passenger display. The driver gets their own digital instrument cluster, and these 3 screens put together are the Super Screen. So it is AI driven, and you can there's personalization for climate, media, and navigation preferences. The digital instrument cluster can also be customized and provide crucial driving information to the driver, as well as vehicle information, which is again a highlight of the E-Class. Luxury seating all round. You've got brilliant premium leather upholstery and an ergonomic design for maximum comfort, whether it's the front rows or the rear rows, because we're talking about exceptional comfort on board, brilliant headroom, leg space, shoulder room. Mercedes has gotten everything right. After all, this is a premium business class sedan, and getting luxury on point is definitely something that they had to look at. To toy around with, you've also got ambient lighting. So you've got a 64 color ambient lighting, which you can use to set the mood in the car, and it's pretty fun to play around. And if you're someone like me who really enjoys their music, There's the Burmester 4D surround sound system with a 17 speaker setup and an immersive 730 watt audio experience. Trust me, when it comes to playing back your music or even taking a call in the E-Class, it sounds like the person is there or that there's a concert happening right next to you. Stepping into the back, again, you've got your standard stuff there, rear AC controls, all of that happening for you. But you can also recline the backrest by up to 36 degrees and extend the thigh support for that added level of comfort. You also get integrated neck pillows, which is, again, something that just ups the entire comfort level that is there. There is a rear MBUX tablet, which is a detachable tablet to control media, climate, and lighting preferences in the vehicle. So that is something that has really been thought through. And as I mentioned, you've got 4-zone climate control, so you can actually optimize cabin temperature for all passengers on board. The engine on board the E-Class is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it delivers 204 horsepower and 320 newton meters of torque. It is paired with a 9G Tronic automatic transmission for seamless gear shifts and improved efficiency. Add to that, it can do 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds and hit a top speed of 240 kilometers per hour. Speaking about the fuel efficiency, the E-Class can deliver anywhere between 14 to 16 kilometers to the liter, while depending on the driving conditions. So it is a very efficient machine that's also a lot of fun to drive. Well, coming down to performance, yes, it is a business class sedan. It is about being chauffeur driven around it. But if you are the enthusiastic type and you want to get behind the wheel of it, trust me, the Mercedes E-Class will not disappoint. I mean, you do get a nice 2-liter engine on board. It's a petrol engine with a nice mild hybrid system. And guess what? On a highway run, I got 13.4 kilometers to the liter. In the city, I was regularly getting 10 to 11 kilometers to the liter. And I'm quite sure if I don't punch it as hard, I could probably get 15 or 16 kilometers to the liter out on the highway as well. Now that coming from a vehicle that can do 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds says a lot about the tech on board, that amazing engine, and what you do get in terms of performance. But it is where the driving, that entire feel of being behind the wheel, the way it handles, the way it rides, the way you feel when you are on board, that truly wins you over. Number one, it's extremely silent on board. So you don't really get to hear too much of the world outside. You're nicely cocooned inside. You're sort of cut off in your nice little luxury lounge on wheels over here. The ride quality is outstanding. The way that you sort of just glide along on the road, you don't get jostled around. I mean, I think I could belt this along for maybe 10 hours straight and I wouldn't even get a crick in the neck. It would be that fantastic to drive. And I think Mercedes has done a phenomenal job in the way that they've set it up, in the way that it just rides. It's smooth, it's plush, it handles well, the steering feels precise. You've got all of that going for you, and that's just what makes this such an amazing vehicle to be behind the wheel of as well. So if you want to have fun with it, you can toggle around with the modes. You can toggle around with the fact that you can punch it, use the paddle shifts if you have to, and get a more engaging drive experience going out there. It will do it. It will fly around corners. It will handle like it's on rails, and it does a fantastic job of that as well. So there's really no question when it comes to the way that it rides or handles, for that matter. So dynamic, absolutely. It's something that will win you over. It's something that's just so plush to be in. It rides plush, and I think that is just what makes it, for me, an amazing sedan to have out here on our roads. I should add the fact that despite the long wheelbase, I have been driving it around some roads in Pune and Bombay, and you know how the speed breakers are over here. So yes, I did have my heart in my mouth a couple of times, but not once did I hear that scraping sound. Not even once. So yes, ground clearance is something that you really don't have to worry about with the E-Class. For some of them, sure, figure it out, navigate over those slightly larger ones, but you can avoid grounding the E-Class even on some of the larger speed breakers out there. And couple of times I was absolutely sure I'm going to hit, but thankfully nothing at all. So that's again something that I just wanted to point out as a standout feature with the E-Class. Despite the long wheelbase, the ground clearance is more than sufficient for, I would say, about 95% of our speed breakers. And yeah, but just coming back to the way it performs and the driving, the engine is just tuned so well, and along with that mild hybrid where you do get a torque boost as well, you can really punch it, and it really goes and it feels really great. Especially that straight line acceleration. It's linear, it's fun, it's fast. The gear shifts, no complaints on that front either. It is so smooth, and you actually don't feel the changes happening over here. Right now I'm driving in D mode and in 8th gear, and it's just cruising along, holding a steady 90. If I punch it, it will just go. And that's just the brilliance of driving such a fantastic vehicle. As far as safety is concerned, I mean, hey guys, it's a Mercedes-Benz, so let's just cut to the chase over here. It's packed with goodies. It's packed with just about every single safety feature you can imagine. And I'll just do a quick rundown of what you get on board with the E-Class if you are truly concerned whether this is a safe vehicle or not. But if you want the Cliff Note version, it's extremely safe. Okay, it will survive an accident. You will survive an accident if you are to have an unfortunate accident in the E-Class. But as far as what it packs, here goes. Well, on that note, I've had a brilliant time out here with the Mercedes-Benz E200. It is a fantastic business sedan. It ticks off everything when it comes to luxury, opulence, features. You've got voice commands. You've got a whole bunch of really cool things on board for you to play around with, lots of gadgets and gizmos. And it is just a vehicle that wins you over with how easy it is to drive as well. So despite the length, despite the fact that it's such a massive vehicle, you don't feel the size, and that is definitely an outstanding element about the E-Class. But I hope you like this video. If you do have any questions, you've got any concerns, you want to ask me something more that I might not have covered, do drop me a line in the comment section below. It is my promise and the Motorscribe's promise that we will get back to you. And just like that, we were in and out of a tunnel.